What's up, guys? Wanted to talk about gear ratios and stuff. And if you guys thought I should swap out the Nova for the Paloma. I was thinking the Nova basically put all it's got. I put it all on the table today. It ran pretty good. I hit 59. Just watching one of Hybrid's old live streams.
Parts that we will take a look at as well. If you guys missed today's video, I will continue with this restoration. This, in fact, was a 60 mile per hour 10 scale touring car, and it was faster than the generation of the Vortex during the time it was competing, well, with or against. I would honestly say, in the ready to run form, this particular unit, we can debate this. We can debate this, and I won't go okay with the debates over here. Richard, how you doing, bro?
I need to check the squish on the Paloma. I never checked it. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't remember.
10 scale touring car from this time period. If anybody can come up with one that is faster, I will eat a chocolate chip cookie right now.
Higher velocity. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I see you. I see you. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Hey, I appreciate you. Commenting and thinking I was gonna do 65, man. That it really made me feel good. Like yeah, I could do it. I could do it. What is that? Oh, there's a fox walking down the road. Oh, let me go put some food out for the little fox because he's walking out in front of my house looking for some food. I think it's the mama fox. There's a mama fox over here that I feed in the backyard. Oh, there she goes. Oh, it's walking right down the street outside. Hmm. Starving. Poor little fox looked like it was starving. Hold on, let me go put some food out for the little fox, man. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Oh yeah, let me get my glasses. Load Otis, what's up, brother? Yeah, dude, you saw 59? Yeah, dude. I couldn't believe that's my new PB, bro. I couldn't believe it, man. 59. I was pretty happy, man. So that means that that work that I did on the carburetor last night actually worked. Um, because I had to rebuild the carburetor. I don't know if you got to see that video, but I had to tear the carburetor out and rebuild it. The little arm on it was leaking air hardcore. Let me turn on another light because I don't have any. I don't have enough light. Hey, Red Great is screaming. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought, dude. I was like, man, that thing it ran great, dude. Like I could have leaned out the bottom a little bit. I reckon. I don't know, man. The idle was right on where I was thinking it should have been, and the top end seemed pretty good. But anyway, I think the Nova, I pretty much, got everything I could out of it, So I was thinking maybe I'll try the Paloma, but I need to check the squish band on it. But either way, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's still basically topping out the gears, because like I did all the calculations and stuff, and so anyway, here's some of my calculations, and that's how I know I'm basically topped out. So this engine that I'm running, the Nova, is basically supposedly a 45K engine, right? And we've got 4-inch diameter tires, and I'm running a 40-tooth spur. Where is it? Right there. So I'm running a 40-tooth spur and a 16-tooth pinion, and my internal ratio is 3.5. So it's a 42. The differential gear, the crown gear, is a 42, and the little pinion gear is a 12. Usually that's a 4613, but the associated is a little different. Anyway, you multiply those two, that gives you your final drive ratio is 8.75, and then you calculate your wheel RPM. Your wheel RPM is equal to your engine RPM divided by your final drive ratio. So my engine RPM is 45K divided by my... So anyway, according to my calculations, my theoretical top speed would be 61.4 miles an hour with the way I've got it geared. And I hit 59. And so that tells me that I've got, parasitic loss and drag and stuff. So I'm losing about 2 or 3 miles an hour, whatever, right? So that dude, Chino Steve, in order for him to get 69 miles an hour, he would have to be running a 30-tooth spur, because the calculations come out to 72 miles an hour minus, 2 or 3 miles an hour for parasitic loss. So that's how he got it with 69 miles an hour. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Higher velocity. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, that piece that broke off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that holds the idle gap probably went down into the engine. Yeah, it killed it when I first got it. Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, it sounded like it was loud, but it was screaming. It's loud and screaming, but it was slipping at the top end. Yeah, I'm not sure. I basically feel like, I've got it running as good as I can get it, really, with the 40-tooth spur on there. And in order for me to get it running any faster, basically, I'm gonna have to run like say a 38-tooth spur. So theoretically, I could get up to 64, but realistically, with your parasitic loss and all the rest of it, it's really gonna be like, 62. If that, you know what I'm saying? And likewise, you just have to keep going down. So from a 38 to a 36, you increase your speed a little bit, and then maybe a 33. But I'm shocked that that a 16 and a 30 would be able to run. Uh, with a 21, you'd be able to push that really high drive ratio. It just seems like it's too tall. But anyway, uh, I was thinking maybe I could change out the Paloma and see if it went any faster. But it's doubtful, because they're all basically going to spin about 45K max or whatever, you know. Oh, I see. You'll get there eventually. It's about room to run. Yeah, I was just thinking about that too. I was thinking, especially if I had like a taller spur gear, if I was running like a 38, a 36, or a 33, or even a 30, how much more room I would need. Because you can hear on the video, like I put out today, like the engine takes like 3 seconds for it, from the time like, you know, that it starts going before it really like spools up. But see, that's the thing. I have to try and get there as fast as possible because I could only go like from here to here, for instance. You know what I'm saying? I can't let the car go any further because it'll go out of range or too far, or I don't know. I only feel comfortable driving it. Gino Steve, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Congratulations. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, that's my new PV, man. Yeah, so I was just talking about gear ratios, and I was thinking you were probably running like a 32 or a 33 to be able to get up that high. Yeah, I was ripping. Thanks, man. Yeah, I was just thinking there's no way I could really run any faster than that because I already did all the math on it, and I can only theoretically get to about 61 and a half with the gear ratio that I've got. But anyway, I'm super stoked with the way it ran, because the carb was giving me issues initially, and I took it all apart and cleaned it all up, put it in the drill, and got it to I guess stop leaking so much, and so it held a good tune today and was running good. I was really happy with it, and I didn't really want to push it any harder or any further, because I knew it was that's really all it had in it. I was thinking maybe I could swap out the I got an RCR Paloma, modified Paloma. And this one's brand new. I just finished breaking it in. I have to check the squish band on it and the plug. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was going to change out the plug on this one. I'm running a real hot gold like P3 plug or whatever that is. And I've got a C8 Nova Rossi I wanted to put in the cold plug. But anyway, I was thinking maybe I could swap this one in there and see if this one went any faster, but I really doubt it'll go any faster. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. It'd just be really cool to see exactly what the Paloma could do, you know. And I'm willing to bet it's 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 every bit as fast as the Nova. So yeah, that's probably a good idea to swap it out just to see what it'll do, and just for fun, because the car is basically already maxed out, you know, like that. But this engine is definitely just as strong, and I just finished breaking it in, and I got I had to put an extra head shim in there, and then I finally got it to tune right, because initially I guess it only had like two head shims, and it was after it was modified or something. I don't know what happened, but the squish band got a little tight. It was like a 20 thousandths or something. So I beefed it up to like 25 thousandths. And anyway, it started to run a lot better and hold a good tune. And and then I just stopped running it. But anyway, I can pull that engine and put it over here and use the same header and everything and just see if the Paloma's faster. than the Nova. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? And I also have a GMAR modified P5XLT over here I could try. This engine I drove all last year, and this engine ran great. This one was in the, what do you call it? In the Kyosho GT car. And that engine's real fast, I know that. But anyway, I really want to try this one because I already know that one's fast. But this one's brand new. So, anyway, that's all I got really. Oh, gee, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Ah, it's a fast one. Yeah, it's worth a shot. Try it. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, let's try it. Stopping by to say hi. What's up, Xavier? Good to see you, man. Cheers. Yeah, I was just talking about swapping out this engine here. Just finished breaking it in. Accidentally flipped it one time. I was gonna swap it out for this RCR modified Paloma. Just make sure you email the entry to Jay, or it won't count. I see how I know. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, how do I get his email address? Because I put a link back to his video, but I thought that's all we had to do was put like a link back to his video or something. I'll have to ask him for his email address or something. There we go. Look in his video that shows the rules. It has his email. Oh, is that right? Okay. Oh, in the description. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because I was looking at that. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on, let me. This is confusing. How do I search his videos? Oh, here we go. It was alive. Where is that? Here we go. Ha! Finally found it. Golly. Okay. Oh, here we go. More. Rules and regulations. I'm trying to find it. Is this the right video? It's in the description. 1 month ago. Well, I'll have to look at it on my computer. Doesn't look like I've got all the information here on my phone. Yeah. I think the rules is in the video, not a live. Oh, okay. Crazy Dad Nitro, what's up, Bubba? Good to see you, man. Been a long time, brother. Good to see you. What's up, Texas? You know, man, same old stuff, really. Just talking about the speed run car that I got going here. I was thinking about pulling off the Nova engine and putting on this RCR modified Paloma. This one's also new. I just finished breaking that one in, and I just finished breaking that one in. Well, I broke that one in first. And anyway, I was just thinking it'd be interesting just to see if that one's any faster than that one. But anyway, that's what we got going on, man. Got a 16 tooth Hobeo bell. And I'm running a 40 tooth spur. Yeah, that's what I've got right there is a 40 tooth spur. So, according to my calculations, I'm right around 61 miles an hour. And I did a speed run today and I got 59, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's really close to my calculations. But anyway, I want to put on that engine and just stick it on there with the same pipe and everything else and see if the RCR modified Paloma is any faster. I don't know. I love the hobby, yeah. How many ports is the Paloma? I think the Paloma's a 7-port. Where is it? Let me see. Da, 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 da. It doesn't tell me anything. How funny. Yeah, and you can't really see the ports. Well, I wish I could tell you, but I don't know for sure. It could be like a one, probably a 3-port. I don't know. Oh well, whatever. I guess I could open and look at it, but no, I don't want to take it apart. I'll just pull out the engine and swap it over, and then we'll just do a test run on it and see if it's any faster. That sounds fun. Yeah, it's all good, man. No worries. Maybe eventually after I run it a little bit, I need to clean it up, pull it apart, and then we'll look at it, and we can see how many ports are in there. In the meantime, let's let's pull the engine on it and swap them out. What do you think? How you been, Crazy Dad? Good to see you, man. Been a long time. I like that Mugen MBX 4R you got. That purple one. That thing is sick. Because he's working on some food. Hey, Nitro Pimp, the man. What's up, brother? Good to see you, dude. Cheers, man. That Nitro Pimp. wish I had a beer right now. I'll tell you what. All right, well, let's pull the engine and we'll swap in the Paloma, and we'll see if the Paloma can go any faster. Pitbull Air Cool, dude, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for showing up, man. Cheers. Happy Monday. Monday Night Nitro. Yeah, welcome to Monday Night Nitro, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you guys for showing up. Welcome to the stream. We got the associated RC8 with the Nova B5R. I just finished breaking in this bad boy. We got all new internals. I set the squish band to 26 thousandths, and I've got a number 3 OS gold plug in there. It's way too hot. I gotta pull that plug. Let's get the Nova Rossi 41032 short rectangular header on there with the 2182 pipe matching Nova. It's got a 3-shoe clutch, aluminum 1.1 springs. I'm running an 8mm Venturi. Right, we got that sucker off. Quality fuel line, man. I really like that when you get quality fuel line. Man, I was shocked my carburetor didn't have a leak today, man. I was shocked that little Drake technique actually works. Oh, I gotta take off the pipe.
Here's your payment for a question I have.
Oh, thanks, man.
Do you think that, like, if it were to, how much do you think it would cost to build, like, one of those nice computers?
About $1,000.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you do have some of the components like the power supply already,
And the
so
graphics card's pretty good, too.
yeah. So you could save a couple $100. I mean, you could get a motherboard
And a CPU combo, I found some of those online.
for like $150,
Yeah,
and then just use your graphics card and power supply and case.
that's cool.
So you could probably, I mean, they make some prefabricated ones with like what they call like what do they call them?
Integrated.
No, where the chip is integrated into the motherboard.
Yeah.
Have you seen those? They call them like engineer uh, samples.
Oh, those, that's
Yeah, but they come from like Alibaba or China or whatever. And anyway, those pretty badass. You gotta look into it.
okay. So
Yeah.
I could probably get, like, i7,
Yeah, they got all.
motherboard
Yeah,
for, like,
100.
6,000 something.
No, you get an i7 with the processor and everything for like $150.
Really? So
A
it's like,
brand new one, or it'll be
okay.
a i5 like what I have.
So
Yeah.
your motherboard and your processor would have been like $400 or something like
Oh, that's my cat.
that.
Crying.
He's hungry. You need to feed him.
All right.
All right, I'll look it up. It's a manufacturer sample, right?
Engineer sample.
Oh, engineer sample.
Yeah. Nitro cat. Oh, Peter, I see. What's up, dude? Good to see you, Riz. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the chat. My stepson came in and was talking to me about computers, man. What's a new computer? I just built him one, but it's not good enough. You know how kids are. Hola a todos. Todo aquí. Vivo con Cecidos. With Steve. Steve's in the house. Yeah. Yeah, Steve's a hoot. That Slayer build was fast. Peter, yeah. Welcome, brother. Welcome, Peter. Let me, I gotta feed my cat. A nitro cat's hungry. You see him? Kitty. All right, we're good. Okay, we got the engine off. Doing good. Ha! Can't have so many distractions. Yeah, thanks for showing up, guys. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm just swapping out the Nova, and I'm gonna put in the Paloma. So let me just pull out these screws. The problem is that this head is like a big old pineapple, and you gotta pull like the head first as you get the screws out. Let me see if I can get them out without doing that, because that's a pain in the butt. Let me move this car. And I really love these A-scale kits, man. They're so easy to work on. Those little 10-scale kits are so hard. Those little on-road cars, man, those little cars are hard to work on. Have y'all ever noticed that? Little cars like this. This is like a 10-scale Mugen. It's an on-road car. All these like all the little steering components and all this stuff, when you take off the top plate, it's a pain to put it all back together and to get your tools down in there. I mean, it's really difficult. So these cars are so hard to work on. And then just to pull the engine, you have to take off like this little brace and all kinds of other stuff. And sometimes they don't even want to come out of there. I mean, it's a pain. Like the V1 Triple R is the worst. You can't even get the engine up. It's horrible. Anyway. All right, let's focus on Paloma. Yeah, it's really hard to get the right angle on this thing, man. Because the driver goes in at such a severe angle. All right, I got it. This is the first one. And you know, I really like these short Novarossi springs. Like right here, that short Novarossi spring, like that mounts to the side right there. I really like those a lot more than like this style spring that goes all the way around. However, that being said, the one on the bottom here, this one here, is an X-ray spring, and that one's really high quality. So I really like that one. But the rest of them, they typically get all stretched out and they get deformed right here on the end and stuff. But these short Novarossi springs, they really hold the tension extremely well, and they don't tend to get all stretched out like these other ones over here. Anyway, let me finish getting off that Paloma, and then we can swap it onto the what's it called? Onto the Associated. I really need to get a new chassis for my Kyosho GT car, man. This chassis is like, well, this isn't even in the original chassis. This chassis was from a MP 7.5 that I had bought, the buggy, and I uh, I had to drill out a couple more holes for the longer transmission for the two-speed. So you can see on the bottom there how I had to drill it out, and then I had to put some washers, and then I had to cut out that middle thing there so I could fit the two-speed gears in there, and then I had to shift the engine forward, so I had to hollow out all that stuff. This chassis seen better days, man. So it really needs to be swapped out. I was thinking about getting one of those 7075s, like 4 millimeter aluminum ones, since it's so hard for me to get rid of this Kyosho. I really fell in love with Woogie's. What is that? The Hobeo GT car that he got. Especially those gear ratios, man. The gear ratio on this thing kind of sucks. I'm still working on getting those other gear ratios to GTP, but I still my computer went down, the one I was modeling the gears with, and so I just ordered a new CPU and stuff for it. But I just got to install it. I just haven't got around to it. Anyway, it's always something, right? This is the Nova Mega 9886 pipe. I can't get to it with this one. I have to use that little angled one. Remember back in the day when this was well, all the tools you needed, that little, just these little things. I remember for the longest time, these were the only tools I had. Seems like the older I get, the harder it is to work on these things because your eyesight gets bad. You can't see the screws. Alright, we got the engine out. Oh yeah, I was gonna try out another air filter in the Venturi to see if I can get some more power. Anyway, well, I'll think about that later. Alright, I think I've got it. Almost. There we go. Got it. Ta-da! There it is. And this flywheel was all jacked up, and I just took a file to it and tried to make some new little teeth on it, so we'd be able to grip the flywheel. I mean the the rubber starting wheel. It worked fine. I've got a I've got a JX21 Ninja carburetor on there. From the Mugen Ninja, this one. Or maybe it was the predecessor. This might be the B01. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is the B02 carburetor. And it's basically identical to an OS carburetor. And this is I believe the previous version, B01. It's got a long speed, long needle or whatever they call that. The low speed needle is like a long one. And those are my favorite. Real smooth, man. And I think this one's got a 3-shoe clutch on it already. I'll just pull the bell on it, put the 16, and then we'll pull the pipe and we'll put that pipe, and then we'll swap it out and try the 9886, and maybe that'll make it more power. I don't know. We got so much shit to try. It's just for fun. I'm already happy with how fast I went anyway, so it's no big deal really if I don't go any faster. Right, let's get. Let me get the screws back in the block so I don't lose them, because I always put them in my magnetics parts tray holder, and then I end up losing them. Yeah, I wanted to try my Kyosho air filter. I know the Kyosho, well, I think it's from the MP10 air filter. It's really big. It flows a lot of air, makes a lot of power. Maybe if I do that, I can get a little faster. But whatever. Trying to go just a little bit faster isn't really worth it, Changing the gear ratio and then seeing how fast, you can make it go is something, you know, something else, something different. Okay, so we got the Paloma and we got the Nova. Right. So let me pull off the exhaust and I'll put it on here. Or do y'all think we should try the 9886? No, I think we should keep apples to apples and keep the same pipe and header and everything, and we'll just swap the engine. And then we can see apples to apples, if that one's actually faster. And then we can try the pipe later. That screw's too short. Man. All these screws look like they're a little short. Okay, got it free. Just need a little cap. Ta-da! Good to roll, man. Let's put this one. Whoops. You guys working on anything? Tell you, I'm pretty stoked about my new PB today, man. It's pretty shocking to see that little car go so fast. Oh, I don't have the chat on. I'm sorry, guys. The stupid chat was on the wrong thing. It was on like the top chat instead of the live chat. I'm sorry, I couldn't even. I was wondering. What's up, Haywire? Good to see you, man. Cheers. Big Boy Toys. Good to see you, brother. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Pincher, I see. Which 8 scale GT is this model? Oh, the 8 scale GT? This 8 scale GT is the Kyosho GT. This one. Body. I used to run this body here. Yeah, this body is really cool. Look at this. This body's like 20 years old. Tiene 20 años. Más de 20 años este. Ahí va aquí. Viene así. Pero yo tengo un otro también. Mira, yo tengo uno nuevo. Este es la nuevo. Mira esto. Me gusta esta. I like this one. I still have to paint this one. Necesito pintamos. Yeah. Sí, yo tengo los colores ahorita. Y yo tengo amarillo también. I got the yellow and the blue. Yeah, that'll be the new body for it. Anyway, let's get. Sorry, guys, I wasn't. Hey, is that Wookie Nitro? Hey, Wookie Nitro's here, the beast. What's up, brother? Good to see you, dude. Look at that bad boy. Hey, Wookie Nitro. You remember this one, don't you? All aspects is here. What's up, dude? Yeah, this syntax clutches. You gotta learn more. Oh, dude, I forgot to make the video for you, dude. I'm sorry. Dude, I'll remember. Believe me, I'll remember. I'm gonna make a video for you so you can see exactly the syntax clutches. RPM Nitro, dude, what's up, man? Cheers. Sorry, the stupid chat. I don't know what's up with this thing, man. I keep pushing the wrong button on this thing. Are you using an intake for RC stand? Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the head off of what is a Honda Pilot. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the intake manifold there. That's the back of the cam gear, cam sprocket. That's the front of the cam sprocket. There's the other head. This one's new. I just ordered the other one right there. So I gotta replace that one. I gotta fix my old lady's car. They switched my days off this week till tomorrow, trying to figure out if I want to go run some off-road at the soccer field. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be fun. It's probably gonna be all wet because it's been, it's been so, it's been, it's been raining so much, all the ground is all wet. You can't really tell right there, but yeah, that's really wet, man. It's real muddy. If you go, you gotta get real dirty. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, probably kind of wet out there. Exactly. Yeah, so I was just fixing to swap the RCR modified Paloma into the Nova buggy because what do you call it? The Nova B5R topped out at 59 today. So I want to try the RCR modified and see if I can get it to go any faster. Oh, is that right? My volume seems really low. Does it? Is it any better now? I'm sorry, man. It's probably because I was. It's probably because I was holding. I was holding my hand over the microphone. Oh, really? You finally got the 1.1 springs for the GT1? Think he's gonna fix that tonight. Cool. Pinter, I see. Yeah. Paloma. Can y'all hear me any better? Ah, Paloma is pigeon in English. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, funny. The pigeon. Let me see. Let me uh let me get my channel on over here so I can keep up with the chat. Here we go. Hey Woogie, did you get to see how fast that Nova went today, dude? That thing was cooking, man. That thing was like almost doing 60, man. I think I could get 60 out of it. Oh wait, that's not me, is it? Oh wait, that's an old one or something. Golly. Mosquitoes are driving you crazy. I know it, dude. I got so many stinking mosquitoes here. The door's open and everything. I don't even know how to find my own. I don't even know how to find my own video, my own live stream. Oh shit! This is so confusing, man. Come on. They only bite your ankles. Come on, dude. How is this possible? I don't understand. But it won't show me my live stream right now. Weird. Hey, there's Peter IC commenting on my video. Yeah, thank you, brother. Oh yeah, MEU drone. Yeah, thank you, brother. And Goodfellas. Street. Thanks, guys. Appreciate all the comments, man. Crazy Dad Nitro uploaded Red Cat Earthquake. Cool. If I could just figure out. Sí, mi canto. Oh, hacer un rato. There's a couple of engines that I want to buy, but I'm trying to be a good boy, says Wookie. Dang, dude. I don't know how to do it. I really don't. I can't find my own live stream, guys. I'm sorry. Well, that's not annoying at all, is it? Oh, well, screw it. 60 miles an hour, crazy. Yeah, I know. Oh well, I can't find my live stream. It is what it is, guys. Can't find it. I'm just gonna have to try and keep up with the chat. Yeah, Wiggy says I wish a new nitro engine company would pop up. It's all the same engines. Yeah, that's why I really like those CRF engines, man. The CRF Wasp engine. This one here. It's a Team Orion. These engines are phenomenal, dude. Wiggy says, hey Texas, with those steel gears that I run on the Kyosho GT2, Will they fit on this Hobeo GT2? Looks like the exact same setup. Oh, I'm not sure, dude. Uh, I think I think they I think the gear ratios are different um, because they run like much bigger spur gears and pinions and stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I've never had a Hobeo, so I'm not familiar with their gear ratios or their transmissions or anything. But I was looking into trying to run some of their pinion gears for the Kyosho GT cars, but all the ratios were all wrong because they run like either a 4 or 5 tooth difference, and Kyosho runs a 3 tooth difference. Sorry, let me get this spring off of here real quick. Protector. Oh shit! Don't do that again. Right. Man, this exhaust header fits on there good. I'll send you the specs on what it has. Yeah. And I can check it out. Let's get this, get that 2-speed bell off of there. Big Boy Choice says, yeah, you should have bought that CRF 21 off me. Yeah, I wish I could have, man. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the money at the time. So it is. Yeah, I really wanted that badass Team Orion CRF engine, but that's the way things are. Can't have everything you want. All right, we are good. These are little bitty bearings, man. Look at that. They're like 5x8. Yes, sir. And the Hobeo bell is huge. The clutch bell bearings, they're huge, man. Let me take off that spring before I forget. All right, let's get that on there. Can you guys hear me good? I'm trying to talk close to the microphone because I know I talk like under my breath. I talk really low. And plus, it's like it's windy in here because I got the fan on. I don't have AC in here. It's just me and the mosquitoes. Bot flies. Thank God we don't have those. All right, let's see how much we need to shim the clutch. One of my favorite parts. See, look at the size of those bearings. And then look at the size of the Kyosho bearing. This is a night and day difference. Little bitty. The Kyosho bearings, I mean, they've always worked well for me anyway, so. Oh, wow, look at that. I don't even need a shim. Huh. Strange. All right, well, whatever. If I don't need a shim, I don't need a shim. mama always told me one thing on one hand and shit in the other. Yeah. Exactly, dude. Yeah, you can one hand and you can shit in the other and see which one fills up first. Exactly. This thing just keeps on going in there. Oh, I got a little bit too much in-bell play. Maybe not. Let me measure it. Where's my clutch tool? Oh, here it is. Right. Here we go, gentlemen. What do you think the clutch in-bell play is going to be? Oh, that looks huge. That's got to be, that's got to be like 2 millimeters. Golly, that's way too much. My scale doesn't even go up that high. Oh yeah. So it only goes up to 0.9, but you can still see it's wobbling underneath. So I definitely need some shims under there. Oh well, no big deal. I'm pretty stoked about how fast that Nova went today, man. Pretty impressed. I know higher velocity was thinking I could get up to like 65, but maybe with the different gear ratio, you can still just run out of room to run. You know, I need a longer space. Let me get some shims. Okay. Gonna need a pretty big fat one, so I just picked this big fat one. Big fat washer. Maybe that'll take up all the slack and just give me just a little bit that I need, you know? I like to run my clutch bells like my in-bell play like around point 0.2, point 0.3 max. Good boy, Bubba. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Now let's check it out. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's right on the money where it should be right there. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm right at point 0.3. You see how it won't go any further like that way? And it won't go over this way. Right at point 0.3, that's right where I like it. Maybe 0.33, whatever. Perfect. Badass. All right. It's ready, man. It's ready. Making progress. Monday Night Nitro. Man, I miss Hybrid's live streams, man. That's why I'm watching one right there. Oh, there's Phoenix. Hey, what's up, darling? How are you? I didn't see you there. I wasn't caught up with the chat. I thought I was caught up with the chat. Yeah, that looks right about right. Says, look, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Amen. Yeah, so let's get this bad boy on there, man. We'll try out the new engine. I mean, both of them are new, but I really think I need longer screws. I really love having new engines too, man. You know what I'm talking about? Oh no, doesn't fit. Feels like, oh, there it goes. I don't know. It's tight in there. I guess it should fit tight. I don't know. I think I gotta loosen up the bottom first because it's not sitting flush. You know what I'm saying? Let me try and zoom in and show you what I'm talking about. Phoenix says, yeah, we all need longer screws. So I'm not sure what's going on, but it seems like the distance between here and here is a little tight and it's getting bound up in there or something. Maybe it's touching the bottom of the chassis. Hard to say. Let me see if I can get a better shot. What's going on? It's like getting hung up on something. It should sit right down in there. I think the little blue mounts are just too tight and it's rubbing against the block right there. I'm gonna open it up. Yeah. The mounts are just too close. Let me just open those up a little bit. That's exactly what it is. So I just open those up just a smidge. And then, little Bubba, you wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? Or you want a kitty snack? Here you go, Bubba. Whoops. Alright, well, I guess he got all the snacks. Yeah, let's get these out of here real quick. Let me see. Gotta pull that one. Oh man. Looks like something's burning. What is that? Yeah. Ugh. Jesus. It's tight. Check it. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's me and the mosquitoes, boy. I tell you what. Got that thing loose. Okay. Where's my chateau? Okay, I got the left one loose. Oh. It's definitely sitting on the bottom of the chassis. The good thing is that the little blue aluminum mounts are precisely the right height so that it's, see, so it sits flush. You see that? But on the other side of it, you look down there. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, there you go. See, you see how the engine's basically sitting on the chassis, unless I'm mistaken. Anyway, at least it fits. I don't have to have any of those shims under the blocks, you know what I mean? Let's get you back up on there. Yeah, it should be fine. Bolt it down. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get the exhaust on first, because I like to put the exhaust on first so I can hold it and not put any stress on the gaskets and stuff. This gasket looks good. Keep seeing these mosquitoes. Everywhere. Keep, keep, keep clapping in the air, you know, squishing the mosquitoes. Come on, baby, get in there. There we go. Yeah, I think we're good. I think it's good. Yeah, let's put the springs on. I think I'm gonna use the short little springs. I like those short little Nova Rossi springs. Nitro, I see you live. What's up, Bubba? Good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. Welcome to the stream, Monday Night Nitro. I'm just swapping engines in the speed run buggy that I built. I pulled the Nova B5R out. I just finished breaking it in, and just for shits and grins, we're gonna put in this other brand new engine I just finished breaking in. This is the Paloma RCR modified. Dude, nice Nova. Thank you, brother. I know it, man. That's a badass engine, dude. And it's got all new internals in it, like the Evolution instead of just the regular B5R. It's the B5R Evo. So anyway, it took me a little bit of work to get that thing to run right. The what do you call it? The head button that they had sent me had issues and it wasn't sealing right or something. I don't know, something was going on with it. So I used the old head button and I had to re-shim it and measure it. And initially I had my shim, what do they call that, squish band at like 28 thousandths, and it was just too big. It wasn't running well. And then I decreased it to 26, and now it's running a lot better. But anyway, so that engine's running really well, really good. I'm really happy with it. I'm just going to swap in this one just for shits and grins and giggles, see how fast it goes in relation to the Nova B5R. Just for fun. It's all just for fun. You go, there's one. Bet that rips. Just hard, just as hard. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, man. This thing's gonna rip just as hard, dude. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's probably not gonna be any difference, you know. Like, they're both gonna top out close to 60. I did a speed run on my associated buggy today, and I got up to 59. And that's basically all it had in it, you know. I didn't really want to push it any harder. And you know, unless I change my gear ratio, I'm really not gonna be able to get it any faster than that, according to my calculations, anyway. So, but I'm happy with it. You know, I really don't feel the need to go and buy like a 32 spur or whatever else, you know, to try and go any faster. I'm happy with the way it is. No big deal. But it's just good to know that if I wanted to run a taller gear ratio, I could actually run it. I didn't think I'd be able to. See, the top is kind of loose. I'm gonna put that on the top. See, so you got like two little holes there. I put that one on the top, but then this one on the bottom, and now the top is kind of loose. Nitro RC Life says, "Yeah, man, I wish I played with Nitro engines back in the day. I missed a hell of a lot of cool engines." I know, dude. Me too. I remember when I first got into the Nitro scene. It was like back in 2004 or something like that. Come on, Spring, go in there. I don't understand. I got my Kyosho GT car. Oh man, I'm gonna need some stronger glasses. Get in there. Okay, there it goes. Well, I guess that's gonna have to do. Seems a little loose, but it's really not. I think it'll be alright. We'll find out. And I suppose I could always put an extra one on. That's so weird because, see, the springs are in the top holes, but it feels like the top is loose and the bottom is tight. Anyway, I'll just leave this crap. Just bolt it in there. Man, there's like 200% humidity, boy, I tell you what. So humid. It's like hard to cool down. So humid. I got my little Velcro strap here. I just put the GoPro up there like this. It's really cool. Strap it down. Bam. See, I just use a little Velcro strap and stick it in there, and you get that a real good like bird's eye view, right over the engine. And that's how I shoot the videos. Anyway, let's get that bad boy in there, man. What? I got 550 subs, really? Dang, I didn't know that. Thanks. Wow. Yeah, last time I checked, I was like at 547 or something like that. So I must have picked up a bunch of subs or 3 subs all of a sudden. That's sick. Perfect placement. How accurate is the GPS on the GoPro? You know, it's kind of laggy. Um, because if you'll notice, like when the car starts accelerating, the GPS will start going up, and then you'll hear the engine. It's like, "Rah!" And the speed is slowly starts to climb up, even though the car is like at top speed. It slowly starts to climb up, and then so it's a little laggy. I think it's close enough though. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, but I mean that's all I've got. So, and I'm not about to strap one of my phones onto the. I mean, I guess I could buy one of those cheapo little things or whatever, but I don't want to buy like that $100 Sky RC one or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have the money for that stuff right now, so I'm just using what I got. No, I wish I had a different GPS. The the GoPro is the only one I have. And you can see how it's taken multiple spills. And especially with this thing right up here on top. Hey, Hybrid, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Cheers. We got the Nitro game. Yeah, welcome to Monday Night Nitro, brother. Yeah, GoPro took a hit. Yeah, I used to that too. I know. Look at that sucker. Yeah, but it's just got a little Velcro strap. I've got a little like silicone sleeve for it right here. I'll wrap it in that to try and protect it a little bit, but it doesn't really work too much. But anyway, that thing adds a lot of weight and it adds a lot of real high center of gravity. So you can see how high it is in relation to the car. Or not. I don't know what happened to the camera. Let me wash it off. Camera stopped focusing. What is it doing? What is wrong with the camera? Look at this thing. It's only focusing like up close. Okay, hold on. I got to. Let me try and like zoom out. Hold on. Stupid camera's acting up. Boy, I tell you what. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Let me try and swap the cameras around. Maybe that'll fix it. Yesterday I missed HBISS. Ah, live show. I watched it on delay today. Oh yeah, he's talking about hybrids 18SS. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, good, good, good. Now I forget what I was going to show you. Anyway, I need some longer screws. I think I'm going to start trying to steal some from over here or something. Because this screw looks too short. And I'm not comfortable with that. Oh yeah, you can't see what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this one's got that little thing right there. The turbo boost port thing or whatever it is. Kit turbo boost. Hopefully these screws are longer, and I'm not just taking it up from them. Oh yeah, that's longer. Good. Okay, that's what I need right there. I'll just swap that one out because that one screw is just too short. This one here, it's just like a couple millimeters too short. What's that? The OSRG? This is the OSRZ. RZ01B. It's with the turbo boost port backplate thing. Yeah, even nicer. Oh, thanks. Yeah, dude, this one was their top of the line race one back in the day. They used to put this one in the Kyosho buggy. Oh wait, the Kyosho over there, over there. Sorry. Yeah, it's over there. Ah, that's dope. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, the old school, bro. Yeah, with the boost port. Look at that thing. This thing's brand new. I haven't even run it. I've never seen a drop of fuel, dude. I got the clutch and everything on there, just waiting to mount on something. I keep telling myself I'm gonna put it in something, but I haven't. All right, whatever. Does that actually work? I mean, it's all theoretical. It doesn't actually work, but it works on paper. On the drawing board. But they're taking it for granted that you're going to use it on like a 100cc Yamaha because they were the ones who invented it, and it was actually designed for like you know a 100cc Yamaha like two-stroke you know motorcycle or kart engine or something like that. It was never really designed for for little for little nitro engines. It was designed for like two-stroke motorcycle. But I don't know if it actually worked on that Yamaha engine. I don't know if it was just a prototype that they built or even if they ever built it. But I remember seeing the drawings and reading all the theory behind it and everything. But I don't know if they ever built it. Yeah, this cooling head's too big. I can't get my driver in there and get those screws in right. Let's act up. Yeah, people say boost bottles do help a test. I've tried it. Real crisp bottle response. Oh, is that right? Dude, I never tried it. You know, that's funny you said that because my old buddy, he had it on a fifth scale. He had two of those little boost bottles. And, I mean, he had that 5T, and that thing would just lift the front end like nothing, man. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, does that really work? And I didn't really see how it could work, but I guess it does. I don't know. I reckon it sends like some kind of resonant frequency, and some kind of resonant frequency or something kind of helps it, scavenge or something. I got two engines. Habit says he's got two engines with the boost bottles, and I swear that they run better with them than without them. Oh, funny. Yeah, I remember you had like what was it? That blue one, the little blue boost bottle on like a HPI or something, and then you got a Nova Rossi with like a built-in backplate like tube thing or something like that too. Yeah, I gotta try it, man. I'm interested to try it. The only issue with that engine is like it's got one of those shafts that's like short, and then they like screw on like a little rod or whatever for like the clutch. You know what I'm saying? So it's not your typical like SG crank or whatever they call that. It's like the old school kind, and so none of my cars fit it. You know what I'm saying? I can show you if you want to see. It's got one of those like threaded crankshafts that are like real short. It's just so annoying trying to get this in there. It's gonna make me go to the store and get a beer, boy. I tell you what. I don't even know how to drink today. Can you believe that? All day. Well, I don't start drinking till nighttime anyway. But oh, the chat's still going on. I didn't know that. I have the original MIP boost bottle kit on an RS4. It runs real nice. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I bet all your cars run good though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just watching. Only the ones with compression. Yeah, I was watching the Yokomo YR4 video, man. Sickening. Getting close, man. I just gotta torque these down. And oops, I forgot I got to screw that one in. I forgot about that one. So really hard to get the right angle on it because the head on the Paloma is like a pineapple and it sticks out real far. And then it gets stuck in there. It's so annoying. Seems like the screw's too short. So difficult trying to get it in there with the driver all pointed sideways, so that because it feels like you're gonna cross thread it if you don't do it right. That's why I really like it when they recess that little part right there and then right there, so you can get your driver down in there. right, we got it in there, guys. Hey, Hybrid, did you get to see the video I dropped today, man? That the Nova went 59 miles an hour today, bro. Can you believe that? Finally done with the Ducati. Derek Curry, what's up, brother? Ah, he's gonna watch it later. Okay. I didn't mean to spoil it for you. Very impressive. Yeah, no, dude. I was super stoked, man. Derek Curry, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Cheers. There's the Nitro Kitty. Which kit? This is the Associated RC8. Yeah, it's thickening sweet. I know, dude. I couldn't believe it either, man. Derek Curry, what's up, brother? Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, this is the RC8.3 team kit. Ah, good to be here, bro. Yeah, for sure. Thank you, brother. I'm glad you showed up. Yeah, so what I did was I just swapped out the Paloma. So we got the RCR modified Paloma in here, and I just pulled out the Nova B5R. There's nothing wrong with the engine. I'm just swapping it out just to see if there's you know, if the other engine goes just as fast, and I'm fairly certain that it will. Yeah, it's also brand new. So I just got to put the exhaust hanger on there, and the lines on there, and the fuel return spring. And we're basically done, man. And then tomorrow I'll do a speed run with it. That'd be awesome. Then we get to see if the Paloma goes as fast as the what's it called? As the Nova B5R. Let me finish this up. Let me get the throttle return spring on there. Did you see that LRP is releasing a new exhaust system for the monster truck buggy setup? Oh, I didn't see that. No. My little ball is off. It's a little bit over too far this way. Oh, that sucks. All right, screw it. It seems to function smooth enough. I'll just leave it like that for now. So I forgot to adjust it. Oops. So you can see how instead of being like perfectly straight, like parallel, like these two rods, this one's angled off this way because the little ball is on the very top, as opposed to being like perfectly in line in the center right here, you know, like this. Hey, Wire says he bought a LRP Works buggy exhaust. It sounds really nice. It was on the trophy truck, but it didn't fit inside the. Yeah, I heard Works makes some really good stuff, man. What is that? I keep smelling like. I keep smelling something burning. I don't know. Freaking me out. Y'all get freaked out when y'all smell something burning? Uh-oh. All right, we're good. Got my throttle return spring on there. Pulls it back manually, no problem. Full operation. I just need to check the EPA and stuff. All right, we're good. Oops. After I soldered some of the circuits in the stereo amp, I smelled some bar after that. It wasn't there. How funny. Yeah, Nitro RC's the life says, yeah, I have kids, so I'm always paranoid about burning smells. I know. Yeah, dude, exactly. Yeah, that's how you gotta be, man. When I was a little kid, my stepfather, he was like real paranoid about burning smells too, because, we were kids. I love to play with fire. And, uh, and so ever since, I've just always been real paranoid about burning smells. Anything that's burning, all of a sudden my adrenaline starts rushing, and I'm like, you know what I said? Like, I need to put it out, like something on fire, like, I freak out. That's why I like to put all my batteries, like, right here on the lipos and stuff, so that way, like, I know. I don't have to look around and think, okay, where's that battery? Where's this battery? Like, whatever. Okay, so we got this bad boy in there. I'm not gonna run this air filter. I guess I could try the air filter I was running, the OS filter. We'll just try apple to apples. And then we can try swap out the air filter with the MP10 Kyosho, the bigger one, the bigger Kyosho, and see if that one makes more power. I know Adam Drake said it did, so it'd be interesting to see if it made enough power to make the car go faster. And this one's got a much bigger Venturi than the, what's it called? Than the Nova. I put a huge Venturi on this one. Let me see what it is. Tiene buena pinta, Texas. Gracias, pinche. Pinta. I think that says 9 millimeters. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm running a 9 millimeter. So it's not that much bigger because that one was only running an 8. Good car, idle open. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I like to run. I like to run really small. Uh, oh, I see life. You gotta go. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, brother. So, yeah, good luck. Been real, man. Yeah, for sure, brother. I'm out. Good luck, Texas. Hoping for 60 plus for you. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. RC Life. We'll see you on the next one, Bubba. Thanks for showing up. Happy Nitro Days. Well, guys, I guess that was a successful transplant. What do you think about that? I'm pretty happy with it. And this carburetor is is from a Mugen. It's from a Mugen Ninja engine. It's the JX21B01. Because this is the B02. Or it might be the B03. I'm not sure. but it's a little different. It's aluminum body that's like silver colored as opposed to like the gray color over there. And it's got a real long like low speed needle. See it? It goes the whole length. So I'll have to do a little tuning, you know. But last time I ran it, it ran real good. So I'm interested to see how it does, man. I think it'll do just as good as the Nova. You guys think it'll go any faster? I'm not sure. I'm thinking it'll do basically the exact same. If it does go any faster, it might be 1 mile an hour. Ah, look, there I am. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's Monday Night Nitro.
whatever type of nitro they are working on with me, and that way I can do that.
Yes, sir. Sickening. Yeah, so that's what I had to work on, man. I guess I can adjust the endpoints and stuff on the radio, make sure we're all good, and then it'll be ready for tomorrow. Put it on the trickle charger. Oh yeah, and that was something else I wanted to talk about. Was GT1, GT2 VP after all. It should be alive. Yeah, thank you, brother. So this, what do you call it? This experimental engine braking technique that I've been using has really made a big difference. And the way I've noticed is in my fuel consumption. So here you can see how much I have left of the quart. And that's what I used for total feature. Sickening. Big D, yeah. Yeah, the bones brew, yeah, bones brew nitro, yeah. Yeah, so I'm running the 30% and the 8% oil. But to break in the engine and to do all those speed runs, I did like 5 or 6 like tanks of speed runs or whatever, and I've only used like 3/4 of a quart. Yeah, 30%. Oof. Yeah, exactly. In Europe, they don't even allow it. Yeah. Yeah, in Europe, they only allow like 16%. In Europe, el número es 16. I threw out all my Bones Brew bottles. I missed the logo. Oh, that sucks, dude. I had like 2 dozen of these things, and I threw most of them out too, and then I started missing them too. Sí, solamente 16, sí, yeah. Yeah, so that break-in technique that I've developed is actually working because normally the engine would take a lot more fuel to break in. I would normally go through one of those in like another half a run. But this time I've only managed to go through like 3/4 of a quart and do all those speed runs. And there was multiple of them that weren't even on video. You know what I'm saying? Multiple tanks that weren't on video, like 3 or 4 tanks that weren't on video. And so anyway, all I've managed to use was like 3/4 of a quart, and I still have some over here in the bottle, and some there's a half a tank there already. So it's decreased the amount of fuel that it requires to break in significantly, and still allowed it to break in just fine. And I don't think I've lost any compression or horsepower or whatever else from that technique because you can see it's spinning up to like say 45K or whatever and coming to the estimated 61 miles an hour. But anyway, I was really impressed with that, so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Was that was the most impressive thing that I saw. Yeah, what happened to Mr. Portable? Mr. Portable, he got blocked on my channel, and so he doesn't. he's probably still showing up and stuff, but he doesn't have the option of like commenting and stuff anymore. I think Lotus blocked him. Yeah, Mr. Portal. I don't know what happened to him. I'm sure he's still around.
In fact, I have never seen a box in such great condition as it is here. Now, of course, this came from a collector, I should say. So, puts a lot of effort into maintaining
Yeah,
originality
gentlemen,
and
I don't want
variety.
to
And
keep you all night long.
some of the rarest
I
items
just wanted to show you what I was
limited
working on.
edition line from
Talk a little
every
bit
brand.
about gear ratios and the speed run challenge
That's right.
thing. I think
Yeah.
I think
Others
the
call it
Nova
trend.
is basically
Some
as good
people
as it's
say
gonna get.
overclock. I agree wholeheartedly. So, let me get the lights a little bit better going here.
Hey, I forgot to tell you, I picked up some Technique speakers. Oh, really? Oh, dude. Oh, man. Techniques, dude. I love Techniques, dude. Back in the day, man, that you made those awesome floor speakers, dude, with the 12-inch woofers and stuff. Yeah, they sounded so good. And they needed, like, I mean, you could run them on just the smallest amount of, you know, wattage or whatever, and they still sounded good. Yeah, he was a bit strange, yeah, Mr. Portable. Big boy toys, what's up, brother? I wasn't able to type, but I was doing an hour and a half drive. Higher velocity, dang. Good to see you back here, brother. Mine have 10 inches. Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're the SBCR 77 200 watt max. Oh, wow. Yeah. I miss all those awesome speakers from back in the day, man. I love collecting speakers. Back in the day, I had so many of them. I had, I want to say there was either 9 or 12, like floor standing speakers with 12s or something. I don't know. I collected them like crazy, dude. It was nuts, and I had a whole wall of speakers, dude. I mean, it was awesome, man. And I wired them like all up in series, parallel and stuff. You know what I'm saying? To get the impedance right and everything, and I could run them like on 30 watts a channel. Oh, it was insane. Bass isn't there for me, but the mid and the high sounds great. I like the bass though. What's up, Nitro RC Life? Yeah, I think Nitro RC Life. He just left. Brett. Yeah, so I really need to get like a better battery or something for this bad boy, man, because I've just got a little 1600 milliamp one. I know that some of these lipos and stuff over here will fit, but I can't really run them in there because the voltage regulations. Maybe I get a regulator. Wiggy says that the GTP hardened steel gears are holding up real nice. Oh, and the GT, yeah. I just pulled the GT apart to inspect everything. Oh, that's awesome, bro. Yeah, man, I love working on that GT car, man. It's been like 20 years and I can't bring myself to get rid of it. But I want to so bad, you know what I'm saying? I want to get one of those, the Hobeo cars like you got, you know what I'm saying? Dude, those cars, I mean, just like Hybrid said, man, those Hobeo cars, they got the right gear ratio, they go fast, man. I mean, right out of the box. I'm trying to design a new set of gears and then send them over to GTB so that the Kyosho can go faster with a better gear ratio. But my computer went down. I got to go fix my computer over there. As I was modeling the gears over there, and then I think I fried the processor. I don't know. Anyway, here's what it is. You got to know Spanish when you live in South Texas. Yeah, exactly. Oh, what was that? Sounded like some fireworks just went off. It was like boom. Hey Travis, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Thanks for showing up. Happy Monday Night Nitro. So this buggy is the associated RC8. .3, .2, .10, You know, one of those. Really nice buggy, man. It's got a bunch of carbon fiber and aluminum. You can get like carbon fiber inserts for this little part right here and the A arms, you know. And then down here too. And then in the front, it's got a little battery storage thing here. Carbon fiber top plate there. There's a little power switch. That's where your receiver goes. I swapped out my center differential spur gear thing. I put on a 40 tooth instead of the 46 because I was trying to go fast. You know me, trying to go fast all the time. And then I put on a 16 tooth bell. It's a Hobeo 16 tooth bell with a 40 tooth spur. I bought the 42 spur that was for the Kyosho. For the Kyosho, what is it? Like the VE or whatever it is, the Inferno G, no, the Inferno Neo, yeah, the Inferno Neo, which is basically like the same as the GT or the 7.5 or whatever. So anyway, they have like on eBay you can buy like the little spur gear thing, the little center diff. It's a mod one, and they usually run them on the VE models. Um, and they'll put like a 30 tooth or whatever with like a 20 tooth spur on their brushless to make it go like 100 miles an hour. But anyway, you buy one of those and you stick it on there. You know, they're all basically the same. They'll fit. I mean, you can make it fit. That's what I had to do. I had to make it fit. Texas, I've been here the whole time just listening and driving. I couldn't type. Oh, okay, cool, man. Yeah, good to see you. Travis says, "Oh, that's a very nice buggy, man. I believe OG has a brand new one just like that. He hasn't even assembled it yet." Oh, is that right? Oh, wow, man. Yeah, I was watching OG's channel, but I've been so busy with the speed run thing. You know, I can't really focus on all that stuff. I got to focus on this, you know. So that's what I've been doing. Anyway, I got to get that exhaust hanger on there. And I got to double check my plug, make sure I'm running the right plug. I got to run a number 8, CT8, Novarossi. And I think my squish band's good. I don't really need to check it again. I already did that once, I think. So it should be fine. Woogie has the hand gesture. How do you do it? It has a HV, higher velocity. Those buggies are sick. I saw OG's kit. It was blown away. It looks tough. Yeah, man. I know it, dude. These buggies are sick. Yeah, you're right, bro. Like, they... and I actually have the electric version too. Yeah, in the electric version, the shocks are even bigger. They're even fatter. They're like as fat as my finger or bigger. And anyway, I have the electric version too. It's I got it on. It's only on 4S, but I've got like 6S for it too. But I don't ever run it. It's down there in the box. Yeah, it's in the box. I never run it. It's ready to go and everything. I just don't ever run it. It doesn't ever. I don't know. I don't know why I don't run it. You just hit the emoji thing when you type in the chat. Oh, boxes save. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I got some more boxes of shame down there. I don't want everybody to see either. Sure. Boxes of tires and shit. It's funny. Yeah, so my tires were coming unglued, man. I had to use that Gorilla Glue, like old boy was talking about higher velocity. He was like, "Oh yeah, use the Gorilla Glue." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I had to glue it, dude, and then I was running at 50 plus miles an hour, and they started coming off, and I had to glue it again last night. And they started tearing, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm never gonna finish this speed run challenge." But then I just put like 2 thick beads of glue around it. It was actually that tire right there, and it held up today. I was shocked, but anyway, let's check the mesh.
Scroll down to this is the losi buggy. It's mainly on sale. It's the first link in my description, right? Well, the first second, I don't know which one it was. So in stock, $299. Maybe I don't know, like
Oh
we don't
yeah.
have one of these out.
There's plenty loose right there. That's unfortunately, that's as close as I can get it, you know, because the spur gear is so small. I've got the engine screwed over as far as I could. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to, I forgot to tighten down the engine mount. How funny. Yeah. See, so I've got this scoot as far down this way as possible. Yeah, they were ballooning in the video. I know, dude. I mean, they were ballooning bad. I was just like, please don't fall apart on me when I'm doing my speed run. Just hold up a little bit longer. So I was thinking the only way I could get it to move over any further is if I got rid of those blue, like, little washers underneath there. But I would still only gain like 1 millimeter. But, 1 millimeter in gear mesh is a big difference. Oh yeah, that's how you like it, a bit loose. Yeah, I like it a bit loose too, for sure. Cause then the drivetrain spins real freely. You see, it's real easy. Let me finish torquing down the engine mounts because I forgot. Ha ha! I already lost one of the engine screws. Oh yeah, these are tight. It's these over here. I really like these ProTech drivers, man. As you see how I did that? Like when I torqued it, I went, "Ooh," I really torqued it hard. Like I did it so hard that from here to here, it twisted. So the spring steel actually like like twists. You know what I'm saying? And so you can feel like when the screw stops and then you torque it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it, and it really torques it down good. Ah. High velocity rate to start. I hear you, brother. I'm glad you could hang out with us for a minute, man, before you had to run inside or had to run to work. Recovery. Haywire says I had the mesh mine loose too, and I had a tooth get knocked out. Oh no, dude, that sucks. The dentist couldn't even fix it. That's nice, Woogie. Oh, thanks, Woogie. Oh yeah, Phoenix was just talking to me about it earlier, NOS, and I was telling her that guy Chino Steve had done like 69 miles an hour, and she's like, "Well, what is he using? Is he using NOS?" And I started laughing, and I was like, "Oh, I never thought about that. Maybe he is. I don't know, but so he's definitely using a different gear ratio because my gear ratio won't go up that high." So then I started doing the math on it, and that's when I realized he's got to be using like a 32 spur gear. But anyway, I just can't believe that the Nova can push a 32 .21 can push a 32 spur gear with a 16 tooth bell too. Oh god. I've seen that GTR RC with the NOS bottom. Ah yeah. That video has millions of views. Oh man, maybe I should buy one so I could have millions of views too. Oh shit. They make them for just about every platform. Oh, funny. I knew they made them for like those bicycles. Um, like the two-stroke bikes. Hungry? Let me get you some money. Want some food? Shit. Hold on, guys. I gotta go. My Mustang has NOS kit on it. Oh, funny. I may fill it up and see if it still works. I haven't used it in about 5 years. Oh shit. Man, I need a drink. I'm not gonna lie, I need a drink. I think I'm gonna go get a rum and coke or something. I'm talking about the skid plates on the Associated. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, you see the Sumo skid plates that I put on that kit? Those are the best skid plates out there. They're also called Sumo. Yeah. The little skid plates on the bottom. Let's check it out. Oh, the guy told me the heads are GT40 heads. Oh, cool, dude. Yeah, the iron GT40 heads. Yeah, you can nos those all day long, man. Those are sick. Oh, yeah, there's the skid plates right there. That's what Willie's talking about. The Sumo skid plates. Yeah, I still got some sand in there from that time we were at the soccer fields and I was jumping on the sand dune. Oh, wow. Man, what do you guys think, man? You think this thing's gonna rip or what? I think it is. I don't know. I think I need another. I think I need another spring on here or something. Really weird. I'm not sure. Yeah, I had on my Mustang, I had the '93 Mustang. Well, I guess it's all right. I thought it was a lot looser than it is. Yeah, so I had a '93 Mustang. I had Pro Comp heads on it, man. They were like 220s or something. Some that were way too big for it, you know. But they worked great. I couldn't believe it. John Hensley, what's up, brother? Good to see you, dude. Welcome to the stream, Monday Night Nitro. Cheers. Like I said, I gotta go get a drink, man. I've been saying that. Let me go get a rum and coke real quick. You guys can drool over the Associated and the 410-32 pipe. I need to put. I really want to put another spring on there, and I need to put that header on there. Oh, you usually run 2 sets of springs? Okay, yeah. Because the last time I had 2 springs on it. I think I'm gonna try that again. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go get a rum and coke, man. It's getting too late to not have a drink. Give me a second. I'll be right back. This is my cat's favorite right here. What? What? What is it? Oh. Okay, okay. All right, gentlemen. Welcome Monday Night Nitro. Oh, I forgot my rum. I gotta pour my rum. How did I do it? Ah, left it over here. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. A comer. What I do? Estoy tomar. Fumando. Get you set up right here. Pour myself a drink real quick. Rum, yeah, rum. Yes, sir, rum. The good stuff. La sabor. De más fina. La sabor de más fina. Coke and roll, yeah, Lloyd Banks. Oh, yeah, there you go. Nice and stiff. I like it. Woo. Gotta put some hair on your chest right there, boy. Tell you what. All right. Where are we at? Oh, yeah. We put another spring. Maybe. See, look how small the diameter of the spring is. This one's real small, and this one's much bigger. Look. Lloyd Banks is a rapper. He ever sings Coke and Rum on his songs with 50 Cent. Oh, is that right? Yeah. So I like this one right here. This is the X-ray. This is the X-ray spring. And this one, I don't know what this is. This one's probably just a little cheapo. You see how it bends? No bueno por nada. Este es más bueno. Yeah, this one's much better. Yeah, this is the X-ray one. I really like how it's got that long the little hook is real long before it comes, you know? And the diameter is real big, you know? It's a real good spring in there, man. It's hard to open it. I think what I need to do is I need to see if I can put this spring in the bottom hole and then put this one on the top. ¿Entiendes? Banks is a rapper. Yeah, rum and coke. I guess I'm not the only one that likes rum and coke. Oh man, that's good stuff. Mosquito. The problem is, once it's already in the vehicle, it's so hard to get the spring on there, you know? I'm just gonna say screw it. Screw it. I don't freaking care. Put the pipe hanger on there. And if it leaks, then I'll put the other spring. But for now, I don't feel like jacking with it. I'm just gonna put it on there, man. And I'm really happy with how fast the little car went. I was really impressed. Like the thing that made all the difference was the Adam Drake technique, where I cleaned out the carburetor. I don't know if you guys got to see that video yet, but I had just posted a video where I guess it was last night. How fast did it go, John Henson? Bro, my shit almost went 60, dude. I was like this close for hitting 60, dude. It was like 59 point something, probably point .9. I don't know. But anyway, dude, it was right on the brink of hitting 60. So it was extremely impressive to me, you know. And I really, you know, the engine was basically topped out. And I topped it out probably a half a dozen runs back and forth just to make sure like I got all out of it that I could. And once I was satisfied, I just basically shut it down and said, yeah, well, that's basically all it's got, you know. And it only had like 59 in it, but that's real good. Um, but in order to go faster, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna change the gear ratio. Is the bottom line basically, because you know the gear ratio has only got 61.4 miles an hour in it, according to my calculations. JP, what's up, brother? Good to see you, dude. Hey, man, we were just talking about you earlier, homie. I did my first speed run today, and I linked back to your channel on like the description. But Chino was telling me that I had to put something about your email or something, man. And so then he said like, look at the description, and like the email will be in there or something. But yeah, can you tell me what I need to do? What's the carb clean Drake technique advice? Oh, okay, let me show you. Ha! I'm glad you asked. Okay, so this is very, very. I want to say it's very complicated, but it's really kind of not. And so, what happens with the Drake technique? Let me show you. So you pull your carb. Let's see if I've got a carb that I can pull out. There's another one? Damn, I got another one? Anyway. Anyway, yeah, so what happens is you you pull out your little like set screw right here, your idle set screw. So you pull out your idle set screw all the way. And then what you do is you pull out your little 1.5 millimeter this piece right here, the little ball thing. You pull that one out, and this thing will come off. And then you pull the whole arm out. This little throttle arm that goes in there. There's a little rod that rides in there. You pull that thing out, and it's just like a little cylinder. And so it's got the low speed needle in it. And so anyway, you take that, and what you do is you put it in your drill. So what you do is you take your drill. Yeah, you got to send me your email, bro. Can you email me? My or how do I get your email? My email address is texascustomhomedesigner@gmail.com. If that's any help. It's like 400 letters. Yeah, so my email address is texascustomhomedesigner@gmail.com. But how do I find your email address so I can submit it? Yeah, so what you do is you take your drill, right? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so you take your drill and then you put it in there, right? And then what you do is after you pull your carb out, and you got that little thing in there, that little barrel, you tighten it down, and then it starts spinning, and you take your carburetor and you slide it over it, and then you spin that barrel inside your carburetor. But first you got to put like some cutting oil in there, and then you do it the other way. You start out real slow at first, and then you work your way up, and then you keep on doing it, and then you wipe it down with like a shop towel, blue shop towel, and keep doing it over and over and over. Because what's happening is it's removing the burrs that are inside the aluminum body of the carburetor. Not that you can see. You'll have to watch the video. But anyway, I demonstrate on how to do it, and it made a world of difference. I couldn't believe it, man, when I pulled that thing out. Because what happened was that the thing would come out, the little throttle arm would come out, and then it would get like stuck because it was like kinked or something. Well, it turned out that the after a closer inspection of it, the idle set screw on the very bottom of it, where it had penetrated like the sleeve or whatever, there was just a real thin piece of metal on where the bottom of the threads were, on the bottom right here, this bottom little like wedge piece, and that part looks like it broke off. And it may have went in the engine, or it may have went in the carb here and caused all kinds of grit and grind, and that's why there was scoring on both sides. But anyway, I took that thing out, and I did the Adam Drake technique where you put it in there and you go like this. And dude, I probably did that for like 30 minutes, man. That video was like a 40-hour, 40-minute thing, dude. Now, today, when I ran it, there was no leaks in the carb. And that's, I mean, and then it wasn't sticking either. So, I mean, it obviously worked. But anyway, that's the Drake technique. You gotta go back and watch it. Yeah, have a good one, Texas Higher Velocity. Yeah, good to see you, brother. You have a good one at night, man. We'll see you. You have a good one at work. We'll see you on the next one, Bubba. Yeah, be like a curve on porting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're basically just like deburring it, because he said what had happened was that there's little like burrs and stuff that build up in there, and it's generally from like a shock or an impact or something like that. But in my case, what happened was there was a manufacturing process defect, uh, and so the material. Uh, that was underneath the thread because of the angle of the cylinder. So the cylinder was like this, right, or whatever, and so your idle set screw goes through like this, and so what happens is it creates a little bitty wedge like at the bottom where it goes through on the bottom of it, and that little bitty piece right there broke off, and it was just obvious, but that's my summer guesstimation of what happened. I know what you're saying. Oh, that's interesting. Adam Drake's been racing for years. Yeah, TexasHill has some rad nitro, man. Ha ha! Thank you, buddy. Yeah, John Henson. Yeah, man. So I've been, you know, doing, paying attention to what Adam Drake says, um, and also Rex from RW Mods. Rex Welch, he died, but even though he died, all that information is still there. And so, I mean, he put it all out there for everybody just to, take and absorb. So, you know, I got like all notes and everything of all the specs that he put on there, of all the timing numbers, of all his engines and all that stuff. Because I want to do the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So that way, you know, if uh, if I want to like modify like an engine to have like say the same timing specs as say the Paloma or say the Nova or whatever it is, I want to be able to know exactly how to measure all that and to be able to modify any of the other engines and stuff to make it do that. It's just something I like to do, you know, just for fun. But it's just something I find very interesting. Something that you know really piques my interest. That is, Nitro is neat. Yeah, there's a timing wheel for those nitro engines. Yeah, yeah, you're right, dude. There is, man. But I'm so cheap. I wanted to like make my own. I'm such an idiot. I'm so cheap, dude. I always think of a way to like make my own. I'm such a cheap bastard. I did that one time, bro. I modified my what was it? I had a fifth scale engine. I modified my fifth scale, and I made my own my own little wheel out of paper, and uh, and I could measure my ports and the timing and everything, you know. And then I modified it and stuff. And unfortunately, at the time, I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now, and I realized that the timing numbers all added up together, and you know, your intake and your exhaust or whatever. And so I had known that the maximum timing number you want is 220. Well, I put 220 on the exhaust. Only it wasn't just the exhaust alone; it was the exhaust and the intake. And I did that to the intake too, so it messed it up. But it's okay. It ran okay, but it was the smallest like little power band like you'd ever seen in your life. Anyway, it's all in good fun, man. It's all a learning curve. Really enjoy the hobby, man. Trying to figure out how to go just a little bit faster and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, today I got to the point where I was just like, I didn't want to push it any further. You know, I knew the Nova was running good, and I mean, I could hear the tune on it. It sounded good, and I was just like, you know, I'm happy with it. You know, I'm glad nothing broke. Usually, when you're doing speed runs, something bad happens, you know, and nothing bad happens. So I'm like, it was a success, you know, like I'm happy. I tried to wrap my head around timing on chainsaws. I couldn't figure it out. So I just try to make them run good and fix on cars. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, chainsaws are exactly the same thing, John Henson. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so the way it works is like you've got like your sleeve, right? And on one side you got your intake, and on one side you got your exhaust, right? So your intake and then your exhaust on the other side. And so on the intake side, you can port the bottom, and on the exhaust side you can port the top, and that's basically all you could do, you know, for port timing. But in regards to that, when you make like a 1 millimeter uh, advance on the timing, so say you have like a little rectangular port or whatever, and you pull it down 1 millimeter, it changes that timing significantly. Just 1 millimeter. Yeah, 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 very little. Yeah, nothing wrong with 61. Yeah, exactly, man. Shit. Yeah, so you know, the engines, like the fifth scale engines, they're already like pretty much maxed out. You can go in there and fine tune or like hone them and stuff and make them run better, but you really don't need to port them too much. Yeah, if you go that much, you would just run lead and then eat engines. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. JP, the man. Yeah, brother. I think I'm gonna do another speed run tomorrow, JP, with the Paloma, and then we'll see how fast the Paloma goes. And after my second submission, I think that's basically all I've got. The running some high engine that makes you're making them even better. John Hizzy. If you go that much, yeah, you're running so high end engines as if that's awesome, and you're making them even better. Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all just science, man. I mean, science, math, and you know, trial and error. And it's a lot of fun. You know, you can, the next thing I really wanted to do was try out my Venturi experiment. Was like, because they don't make superchargers for these things, but uh, I figured out how I could supercharge the air velocity intake by using a super large Venturi like this. So you just put a fuel funnel in here, and I did it to my CRF Wasp engine. Man, it was just insane how much like more air and power it made. And right about the mid, it started to like spool up and all of a sudden it just like made so much power. It ran lean. I was like, oh, turn it down, turn it off, turn it off. Let's see what Pinter says. Pincher. Pinche. Pinche, ahora sí. Estoy pinche también. Let's see what Pincher said. Las curvas de alta velocidad central emocionadas, pero los motores, motores de los gustos es para su vida. Ah, gracias, Pincher. Mucho, mucho gusto. Gracias a usted. Los problemas de alta the velocity is simply emotional in the motors. I gusto. I like the ones for the life. Yeah. Oh, nitro for life. Yeah, amen. Yeah, hybrid has your back. Happy to see y'all here in Texas too. Amen, brother. Yeah, dude. Got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Ah, damn. Yeah, so I was thinking, I could probably even get some more speed if I could feed it enough fuel, if I could run like a Venturi like this. So normally we run like small little bitty Venturis like that. Este es la tradicional. Esa es la tradicional. Ah, I hear you, brother. I hear you, pincher. So I was thinking, if I could use this Venturi, and not to mention it's facing to the front, how much air would be forced in there, and how much velocity would increase, and how much would come out faster, and how much more power would it make? No fuel filter? No, I don't have a fuel filter. There's one in the tank. Yeah, there's one in the tank. I typically don't run external fuel filters, simply because they're just too problematic. Uh, Especially, I mean, if I've got one in there, I don't run an external one. If I don't have an internal one, I've never run into that case. But if I don't have an internal one, I'll have to run external. But no, I never run external because I like to try and minimize the amount of uh, problems that that I can ultimately have. So typically, I won't even run an on and off switch because those are also problematic. I just get rid of them. So this is the only car I have that has an on and off switch. Um, but anyway, so most of the time I just plug directly into the receiver. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, so I get rid of all of the problems. You know what I'm saying? As much as I can. Um, and anyway, that's just my philosophy. And yeah, good times, man. So tomorrow I want to try. We're gonna try the OS now because Adam Drake recommended this air filter. This is the OS like big mouth air filter or super air cleaner, whatever they call it. And so anyway, this thing flows like super amounts of air. And I guess the only one that flows more than this would be like the Kyosho MP10 or something like that or whatever. But yeah, super air cleaner. Yeah. Pincher IC. Yeah, super air cleaner. Yeah, this is this. So this one, I'm gonna try this one first, and then I'm gonna try the other one. Kyosho. See if it makes any difference. I doubt. I mean, maybe it will. I don't know. But according to Mr. Drake, he says, yeah, it makes more power. So we're gonna start off with that, and then we're gonna go to the other one. Man, you're close, Texas. I know, brother. I know, dude. Yeah. So then we're gonna go to the other one, and then, if I'm still not progressing like I think I should be, I can decrease my squish band. So my squish band is at like 26 thousandths of an inch. Let's just say it's like this much or whatever, right? Well, I can decrease it to like 20 thousandths and then run a number 8 plug in there and get even more compression. I mean, the tuning window goes down significantly when you increase your compression like that. But if I already have it like really close to the tune, it's not going to matter, because I can just, richen it just a little bit, I mean, instead of 1 hour, it's just like, you know, a tenth of an hour or something, just crazy. Yeah. Higher compression. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, squish band, baby. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can decrease your squish band down to like 20 thousandths of an inch, and run an ultra cold plug like a CT8, and you'll be good. Hey, I wondered if you could spray nitrous or CO2 on the head and get more power. Yeah, you could, as a matter of fact. Yeah, you could definitely spray nitrous. You could put a little O2 bung or whatever right there into your little rubber thing right there and hit it with a nitrous shot. I was cheering for you. Oh, thank you, JP. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so we're gonna give it another shot tomorrow, man. And we're just gonna keep going with it, man. I'm having a lot of fun with this, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This is like the most fun I've had in a long time with RC. Like, you know, the RC has been like so stressful to me because like I have like such high expectations, I feel like, oh, I bought this and I bought that and I spent all this money. It's got to like perform, you know what I'm saying? And like, there's so much stress in that where like it takes away all the fun. But now all of a sudden we got this speed run challenge and all of a sudden like none of that shit matters. All of a sudden it's just about like how fast can I go? And now I'm just having a lot of fun. Hey, you can put the solder down in the cylinder and squish it with a piston and then take the caliber measure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it'll give you your tolerances. Yeah, that's exactly. I just posted a video about that. Oh, here's my solder right here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then I've got yeah, so here's my solder right here. Yeah, so that's the one I stick down in there. Exactly, yeah. That was the goal, buddy. Yeah, pumped. Yeah, me too, dude. Yeah, so that's what I do. I stick it down in there. You know what I'm saying, man? I stick it down in there, and then I turn it over, and then I got a what do you call it? Like a little feeler gauge, and I compare it to it. But I need to get a caliper so I can be exactly accurate. But anyway, it's close enough. You know what I mean? Just eyeball it. I'm a cheap bastard. My channel name ought to be Cheap Bastard RC. I keep saying that. I keep coming back to the such a cheap bastard. I always find the cheapest way to do stuff. I'm such a cheap bastard. And people are like, "What? Are you Jewish? Were you raised by Jews though?" I'm like, "Well, how did you know that?" Like, my stepfather is Jewish. How funny. I mean, that's such a bad stereotype, but I mean, maybe it's true. I don't know. They rubbed off on me. That was the original goal, buddy. I'm pumped. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm super stoked, man. Super stoked, man. It's so much fun to like just throw your hands up in the air and just be like, well, I'm just gonna send it, and I'm just gonna, we're gonna see how fast it can go, and you spend all these hours wrenching and crunching numbers and doing the math and everything else, and all the calculations, and you're like, yeah, this is supposed to work, and you know what I'm saying, and then all of a sudden you put it out there on the road and it goes whoosh, and you're like, ah, I did it. Like, it's really cool, man. It's so much fun. Hey, Texas, I need to know, how did you get that CRV going? Oh man, unfortunately, bro, we ordered the wrong head. So we had ordered the first head, and I put it on there, and then I thought the back head was okay, and so I just bolted it all back together. And unfortunately, the back head was blown too. The valve seals were toast on it. So I sent Phoenix a link to order the new head, and it was attached to the first link, which was on that head. But unfortunately, instead of clicking that link, she clicked that link. So she ordered another left head instead of the right head. So we had to send it back, and now we're just waiting for that head to come back in. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, it at least allowed me a little bit of free time so I could play with my little cars. So I'm thankful for that. So in the next few days, the CRV repairs what? What year? No, it's actually a Honda Pilot. These are the heads for the Honda Pilot. I had to pull the engine apart. Yeah. So the heads are blown. I already fixed that one, but we got a new one coming for that one, and I got to swap that out. I got to take off the sprocket and the cam plate and the CVT. What do you call it? The solenoids and all that crap. I got to swap all that stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, the Pilot. Yeah, the trans is good on the Pilot. Thank God. Yeah, we haven't had any issues with that. Yeah, it's some kind of VTEC, VVT or something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's got it's got the VTEC cam in there. Yeah, yeah, it's got that extra lobe on there. It's really weird. So you know how you got your exhaust or whatever, right? And then you've got your intake right here. Well, it's got some extra thing or whatever, extra lobe in there for the VTEC. The VTEC solenoid, yeah. VTEC solenoid, yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, so it actuates the cam. Interesting, man. Very interesting. Really kind of, it's really kind of cool to have it on the bench. And that's the intake manifold there. And those where the injectors go right there. And this is where my Kyosho goes right there. Anyway, work in progress. Ramen Coke, boy, I tell you what, it was almost 9 o'clock before I had my first drink. I was thinking, I'm even gonna have a drink today, but I started feeling better. Yeah, so this tire was the one that was giving me issues and was coming apart, and I had to put two extra layers. 61 for a buggy is impressive. Yeah, it is. You ain't lying, boy. I tell you what. Yeah, I only got. Yeah, one speed. Yeah, I know. Well, I know I can get to 61. I only got to 59, but still, according to my calculations, what is it? 61.4. Yeah, you're running 30%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So according to my calculations, I can get 61.4 miles an hour with a 45K engine, 45K RPM engine, 16 tooth pinion, 40 tooth spur, 4-inch outer diameter tires, and 3.5 internal ratio, which is a 42/12. That's my differential ring and pinion gear. And my theoretical would be 61.4. And today I only got 59, but that's close enough. I mean, I'm sure I could get to the 61 if I really tried and pushed it hard enough. But in any event, in order for me to go faster, I'd have to change my gear ratio. So I'd have to go with at least a 38 to get to a theoretical 64. but I'm running a 40 right now, and the estimated would be 61, but I only ran 59. So if we subtract like 2 from the estimated, that would give you a good estimate of what you could actually run. So if you subtract 2 from 64, that gives you 62. And likewise, you just go down. These are the different spurs that they offer. Yeah, exactly. 30% is more powerful. Without 30%, 60 miles an hour would be very difficult. Yeah, exactly. Hey, some fish for fish. Wow. Yeah, that's involved, dude. I know it, man. Yeah. So in other words, in order to, hey, some fish for fish. What's up, Bubba? I was just showing the guys the numbers, man. Good to have you, man. Happy Monday. I was just showing the guys the numbers. I did all the calculations, all the physics calculations to figure out how fast my car could go with certain given parameters. And so these are my what I call like my given parameters. The speed of my engine, the size of the pinion gear and the spur, the size of the tires, and the internal drive train gear ratio. And so with those basic numbers, I'm able to extrapolate and do the calculations on getting 61. I could have theoretically achieved 61.4, but today I only went 59. Don't they make the little superchargers? Yeah, they do, exactly. Yeah, that's funny you said that. That's from, who's that? RD Logics or something like that? How did you lower the car? Whoa. Yeah, let's look at the way it's riding, man. It looks really good. I didn't actually I didn't actually even lower it, man. It's just like all stock. All I did was I raised the little collars all the way to the top, and that was really it, man. And by doing so, it dropped the height of the vehicle significantly to where I can barely fit my hand underneath it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, this thing is nice. Look at that. Yeah, thank you, John Hensley. And then what I did was there's a little hole right here, and there's a droop screw underneath. And so what I did was I adjusted those droop screws and I turned it one whole full turn so that the front tires wouldn't come up so high because before it was set up for like off-road. So when you would go like this, the 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 arms would like start going down like that. They would just keep going and going and going. But then I set it to where the droop was just like not so much. Yeah, more low speed. Yeah, exactly. So then I set it to where it can only go up that high. So what that does is when you set it to where it can only go up that high, it transfers the weight to the back much faster. Because what happens is when you don't have your droop screw set up, this will keep going up like that before the weight can finally transfer. But when you set it up to where it can only go up like a little bit, the weight will transfer real fast, and then the the weight in the back and the traction can go on the rear tires during the acceleration. And then vice versa during braking, when you hit the brakes, the back end can come up like this and absorb a lot of the inertia and momentum, and then the front will go down. Does it shake when it's wound out, or does it pull straight? No, it pulls freaking straight as an arrow, bro. I mean, it's a boom. Thank God it doesn't pull to the side or nothing, dude. I mean, there is so much extreme control with these tires, dude. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal. There is no loss of traction or fear of losing control. I mean, the tires, they start to balloon, and so because they balloon, the height of the chassis lifts up a little bit ultimately or whatever, but I mean it's still going to be sunk down to the ground because of the suspension. But I mean they balloon just a little bit, so it's just going to lift it up just a little bit more. But I mean the amount of traction that these tires give is just It's like trying to imagine driving like on Velcro or something. Like if you had like, say, Velcro tires, and then this side was also Velcro. I mean, it's just like stuck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there is no like when you go like this, like the car goes. You know, there is no. So that makes it like so much easier to drive, so to speak. So I'm not worried about like flying off the road and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes it enjoyable experience. You know. Do you do temp checks? Yeah, I do. Um, where's my little temp gun? I was doing temp checks for a while, and I was just doing them into the point where I killed the battery on my little unit. I got another one here. I killed it too, but yeah, very important. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, temp checks. Yeah, here we go. Here's my temp thing. Yeah. So I was making sure to keep my engine upwards of say 260 because I found out the hard way that the reason that my car kept getting stuck on the box was because the sleeve and the piston weren't heated up adequately. So on the outside, I was I was heating it up to like 220, right? And it was saying 220 right here, but on the inside it was like 180, and so it was so much cooler. Yeah, run crease increases. Yeah, exactly. Very high is dangerous. Yeah, you can almost break your engine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pincher RC. Yeah, top speed runs are very, yeah, increase your temperature very high and it's dangerous. You can break your engine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's why you want to run extra rich and stuff and be very careful. And so I'm running typically about 260 plus. Now, most people, they'll only run about 220, but I'm running 260 plus on the Nova. Now, this engine might be different, but I'm betting it's probably going to be similar, probably 240 around there. Uh, But what I found was that the sleeve and the piston on this engine were extremely resilient to the heat. And so what I did was after trying to start it on the box and having the engine get stuck at top dead center over and over and over, I pulled it apart. I was wondering what was going on. I thought maybe the wrist pin came out again, or I'm just real paranoid. So I took it all apart, heated it back up to the outside was 220, and then on the inside, I realized that the inside was only like 180. And that's when I realized that the inside, the sleeve and the piston, the sleeve wasn't expanding because it wasn't getting hot enough. And the piston was getting stuck at top dead center and 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 causing it to, stick or whatever because it wasn't getting hot enough. And so that's when I realized that I had to heat it up over like 240 degrees just to get the internals to 200. So that's why I like to run it like say 260 or whatever, especially like on a new engine, on the Nova and stuff like that, because then that means on the inside, uh, my temperatures are going to be about 220, which is what I like to run, about 220. I don't like to run anything really over like 260 or whatever, but it can, during the break-in, it did go up to like probably 300 or something close to it. But in any event, um, by running it really hot like that and making sure you've got plenty of fuel going in, richness and smoke coming out, uh, you allow the sleeve to expand properly so that when the piston comes up, there's not excessive wear from the sleeve being too small, from not expanding properly. Oh, wow, man. How long you been running nitros? You're extremely knowledgeable about these things. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Man, I've been running nitro since like 2004, something like that. So like 21 years. Yeah, and it takes a while, man. Like to heat up the engine. So this is the most important. This is the most important part that I want to try and stress. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, that I want to. Because I'm glad you guys are watching because most people they don't take into account how important it is to properly heat their engine beforehand. This is where 99.999% of all of the wear comes in on your engine. If you start that thing cold, you are going to freaking kill it a lot faster than if you were to like properly heat it to like 220 plus. You know what I'm saying? So if you can at least just heat it to 220 and then get it going and then operating temperatures, get it up to 220 plus from there, you, you're going to decrease the amount of wear that occurs on the piston, and that's where most of the pinch is lost. Is the piston is what's actually worn out. It's not the sleeve. The sleeve is chrome, and that shit doesn't wear out. You can take a file to the inside of your chrome sleeve, and I mean, I'm like not a file, like a sanding roll. Like if you have a sanding roll and you're trying to sand it, and you could be there for days trying to sand the inside of a chrome roll and never get anywhere. But the piston is aluminum, and that thing gets worn out. Off the guy, what's up? Are you using aluminum clutch shoes? Yeah. I'm using aluminum clutch shoes. These are all aluminum. They're 1.1 springs. Over here, these are the Max Life aluminum clutch shoes. They're also probably 1.1 springs. I typically run the 1.1 and the aluminum shoes. Kyosho aluminum shoes or the Max Life. So I had just put these on. And just got a few runs out of it. But yeah, so the most important thing is to properly heat up your engine, and you know, after you heat it up, you run it in, and it's the run in um, that will slowly wear away the outside of your piston. Um, and not only the run in the main run time and everything else that you're using to run the engine, that's what wears off the outside of your piston, which decreases your pinch over time. And so by heating it up properly, you decrease that by 99%. And so that's why it's important that you preheat it, but you also heat cycle it. So when you heat cycle it, you'll heat it up for like maybe 5 minutes and then let it rest for a couple minutes, you know what I'm saying? And then come back and heat it up again for another 5 minutes, let it rest. Heat it up again for another 5 minutes, let it rest for a couple minutes, and heat it up again. I do that like 5 or 6 times till when I come over here, and after I've let it rest for like a couple minutes and I go like this, the side of the block is still 200, And so then after I've got it fully heat soaked, I'll come back and then heat it again like one last time for 90 seconds, just right on the block, you know what I'm saying? To heat it right up and the head, to like it's 300 or whatever, so I can take it out to the box and get it fired up, because by the time it fires up, it's going to cool down significantly, and it's going to be around that 240 range, which is just about perfect, because on the inside of it, it's going to be about 200. Afnaga, what's up, brother? Good to see you, homie. Yeah, heat the blocks, not the cooling head. Yeah, I see many people just heat the head. Yeah, exactly. The piston's not in the head. Exactly, bro. The head doesn't do anything, bro. Like they got those little things that go like this and they go over the top, and they're like these electric things with a little lipo battery. And people think, oh, I'm heating up my engine. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're not heating up your engine. You're heating up your cooling head. And what happens is, like, through convection, the rest of the engine will become heated. So this becomes heated, but through convection, through being in contact with it, does the heat transfer. But it'll never transfer to 200 degrees plus down here because of how much material is here. It's so thin, and the amount of contact material inside is so small that the down here, you can put your hand on it. Even though this part up here might be so hot, you can put your hand on this side and it'll never be like hot enough. And that's why when you put your car on the starting box and you try and start it, it'll get stuck at top dead center because the inside is cold. If people buy those little electric ones, they think, oh, I'm gonna heat up my engine. Like, well, I mean, maybe if you've got an old used engine, I mean, but I mean, if your shit is brand new, I mean, you're just fooling yourself thinking like you're gonna heat up your cooling head. That's the problem, dude. And people, they wear out their engines and they don't know why. And there was a number of people that left like what do they call that, with the thumbs down on my experimental engine braking technique, because they've been taught the same way. They're thinking, well, you know, I need to break in my engine the same way over and over and over because this is the school of thought for the past like 50 years or whatever. Well, this is the scientific process. If we don't constantly reinvent the scientific process and do these experiments, how are we ever going to learn and grow? You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us to do it and to do these new experiments and to see whether or not it actually makes a difference. Yeah, if you took the head gasket and changed it off, it changed the squish, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you took the head gasket off, it changes the squish band. Yeah, exactly. Because that squish band is what, yeah, those little copper shims, yeah, those little copper gaskets, they add that thickness, which is the distance from the top of the piston at top dead center to where the glow plug is, or the bottom of like what do you call it? Your little head button. You know what I'm saying? That's your squish band. So the bottom of the head button to the piston is your squish band. And you want that to be about 26 thousandths of an inch according to Rex Welch. And according to, my, testing and stuff, I can verify his, assumption that 26 thousandths is right. Ah, thank you, John Hinsey. I appreciate that. He says, "Hey Texas, you're a very knowledgeable man. I'm very impressed." Yeah, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, brother. You're a good man. Yeah, and that's what I'm just trying to do. I'm just trying to share what I know, with the rest of the Nitro gang. You know, I don't want to, you know, I mean, it's all for all of us to enjoy and to benefit from, and it's very very overwhelming when you don't know very much about this stuff, and you're just kind of new into it or whatever, you know and there's really a lot more into it than like maybe Traxxas or whatever would lead you to believe, because you go to the website and you buy the thing, the engine in the car or whatever, and everything just works great out of the box. You don't have to worry about anything. I mean, everything's all set up for you. But when you buy other engines like this or whatever that have been modified or whatever it is, or you want to modify them, you have to know a little bit more. And that's where it really helps to watch guys like Rex Welch, because he talks all about modifying squish band and all that stuff. And so even though that guy's gone, like, to me, he's still here, you know and I love watching his videos, and that's that's even like another reason why I do these videos, because long after I'm gone, these videos will still be here and people will still be able to learn, and it's great, man, because like that's like your road to immortality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll always be here, dude. Like, you might be gone or whatever in real life, but on YouTube you're still there. And people can watch your videos, dude, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, dude," like, or whatever, So anyway, appreciate you guys hanging out with me, man. I'm just trying to share my knowledge, whatever I got, and any tips and tricks, and you know anything I can think of, stuff that just adds up over time, just playing with the little cars and stuff, and You take a lot of it for granted and stuff, and just think like a lot of people know that stuff, but they don't. Yeah, Rex is my favorite of all times. I learned so much from him. Yeah, many years ago. Yeah, exactly. Rex, man. Rex Welch. Yeah, dude. I love that guy, man. He's like, hey, Rex here from RW Mods. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, I got another engine here. Like, he's like, y'all seem to really like these YouTube videos, so I'm gonna keep making them. Anyway, guys, I kept you here long enough, man. I don't want to keep you guys all night, man. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the speed run challenge and about how much fun I'm having, about my setup, and how you could get the exact setup if you wanted to. The gear ratio, the pipe. I show you all the math. You know. Yeah, JP, good night, brother. I'm glad you could hang out with us for a while, man. And so tomorrow I'll be submitting another one, bro. Another speedrun challenge. Oh yeah. So you'll have to send me an email or something, or how do I find your email? Chino was saying that it was on your video of the details or something. He said just listen to it. I thought he said it was in the description, but he said no, just listen to it. Oh, you'll be watching. Okay, cool, man, cool. All right, thank you, brother. Yeah, you rock, brother. And I'll link back to your video too, so that way, like, at least you'll have a link back to your video, and then you'll get notified, like that, that I posted it, something like that. Será interesante. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, Cheetah Steve. Yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, Cheetah Steve. Yeah, good luck, brother. Good luck tomorrow. I appreciate that, Cheeto. Yeah, good luck, man. All right, gentlemen. It's been real. I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me, man. We'll see you on the next one, and I'll be posting another speed run tomorrow with the Paloma. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. Happy Monday Night Nitro. We'll see you on the next one. Later, guys.